Welcome to Tuesday Reactions. It's November. We got a different screen set up here today, and we're going to roll with it this month. All right, I'm Angelo. That's Ethan. That's
Yep.
Will.
Hey, everybody.
Will, where you from? Where you at today? In outer space?
Greetings from space.
All right. Week 8 in the books, and what a week it was. Let's just write down the list here. I got a really cool color-coded list after last week's debacle. And I think we're going to roll with this every week now. Like this color-coded system was really easy to follow who we picked this week. And it's color-coded, right? So here we go. First game, Thursday Night Football. Baltimore Ravens go in Tampa Bay to play Tom Brady and the struggling Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's talk about this for a little bit just because of the Ravens. I know Will loves talking about the Ravens, right, Will? In Tampa Bay, the Baltimore Ravens walked in and they did not show up. The first quarter, first half, the Ravens were slow. The Ravens were unenthused. They were throwing the ball 30 times with Lamar Jackson, abandoning the run completely in the first half. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers didn't do any better. They, one drive, and that was it. After that, it was 4th and 3 and outs and missed fumbles and muff fumbles. And the Ravens were able to bounce back in the second half and played really awesome football. Football that reminded me of 2019.
Yeah.
MVP Lamar Jackson football.
And
Go ahead.
I think that Baltimore in the first halves, usually it's like the first half they're winning and then they lose. But I think that they need to keep this up where they're losing in the first half and start winning in the second half. I think that's what they got to keep this up if they want to go to the Super Bowl or something.
How about they just play a whole complete game? How about that?
Yeah.
Hopefully they can do that in New Orleans. Well, Ravens' schedule's pretty easy the rest of the way, right? Do you see them lose any more games?
Of course they're going to lose more games.
I figured you were going to say that. I don't know where the loss comes in, though. Maybe against the Browns?
Next week, Monday night.
I see the Browns being a tough game just because the Sean will be there. And they're going to be upset and angry, and it's going to be in Cleveland. Denver's not no. I think we'll be okay there. Atlanta might give us trouble.
You would think you'd be okay winning by 30 points in the fourth quarter. So,
well, I think they made a really good trade, and I feel like he's going to help a lot. Roquan Smith is going to help.
What does that say about the linebackers that they drafted?
Well, exactly. It says nothing good about him. But Patrick Queen has flashed this year. And he's better when he's not the guy. When he's not the guy, he's better. So now we have a guy that's going to take a lot of attention off of him, allow him to do what he does best, just chase the football, and Roquan can play cover, and he can blitz too. So,
but where's the space on the field for all these people?
I think it's you're gonna lose some of your nickel help, like your cornerbacks. You're gonna take
away Houston, Queen, Roquan.
Yeah. Who's coming back too from injury? Tyus.
Tyus, where are they all playing?
See, I don't think Ojabo's coming back anytime soon, but Tyus might come back sooner than Ojabo. But I see it being a rotation. I just see it being fresh.
How long is he out for?
I think for a while. I think that was a big reason why they traded this trade.
Man.
What they didn't do, though, was get a receiver. Rashad Bateman's injury is supposed to be worse than they're saying.
Yeah.
Like how?
Like, could be not seeing the rest of the year.
So if they already got a receiver, Deshaun Jackson.
Haven't seen him yet.
And Robinson. So
Marcus Robinson definitely flashed last week, so I'm excited to see him.
Yeah, but the thing is, if Roquan's not staying long term, right? Because if they're paying him and Lamar, they can't pay everybody.
I think if you pay Lamar smartly, you can have a lot of money up front right now for some players to win. And you can
Lamar going to take smart money from Baltimore?
I mean, hey, if he's guaranteed $230 million, just guarantee it later in the contract. Like, you know what I mean? Like, doesn't mean you got to pay him $230 right now.
I think he wants more than that, doesn't he?
See,
I think he just wants something guaranteed.
What I would do if I was John Harbaugh, I'd sign him for a year, see what he can do for that year, and then maybe and then maybe use the backup for a little bit if Lamar's not doing good.
Why can't we just franchise tag Roquan and sign Lamar? I mean, that could be a thing too. Either way, right now they're sitting in a good spot. I think they got a nice roster.
If you trust this team, That ain't good.
All I know is 2019, we were struggling and scuffling. We went to Seattle, played a big game. We got Marcus Peters. That team took off. The same things happening this year. We're scuffling, buffling. We went to Tampa Bay. Now we're going to go to New Orleans. We just got a big defensive signing. I don't know. This team reminds me a lot of 2019 with a little bit more maturity and some playoff experience. So I'm excited for the rest of the season. I mean, definitely right now because I've been telling him 1 game in 23 days. A lot of time to rest, a lot of time to sit back, a lot of time to get better. We're going to go on a big run here, and it starts, with the Saints on Monday night. All right, enough talking about the Ravens. I'm optimistic. Will's pessimistic. And there we go. I took Baltimore. Will took Baltimore. Ethan took Tampa Bay. Point, goose egg.
No, listen, goose egg.
Sunday slate, we had our last London game. Woohoo!
Give me more 9 a.m. games. I don't care.
You like
I
it?
can watch them on TV.
Bro.
Yes, we do have 2 primetime games in a row, Sunday night and Monday night.
If
Pretty
I
cool.
could watch them on TV.
Yeah, that's
9
good.
a.m. games. Can't
Good.
watch them though. So
That's true.
okay.
All right, so we had the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. We all took the Jacksonville Jaguars in this game. It was looking good for a second there, but the Denver Broncos were able to march down the field and score a touchdown late, and Jacksonville had a chance to do exactly what they did last week, march down and try to beat the team, and Trevor Lawrence threw an interception this time. So Trevor Lawrence is still learning. That's what happens, but we all picked Jacksonville, and we all didn't get a point in that game. All right, first game with 1 o'clock. Carolina Panthers at the Atlanta Falcons. What a game, right? Man, we were watching this game, and nobody wanted to win for a while there. Will took Atlanta. I took Atlanta. Ethan took Carolina. So, at a point. Still sitting at 0. 0 for 3 right now. Not a good start.
Hopefully I can make a comeback.
Hopefully. Let's see in this game. Next one, Chicago at Dallas. Dallas Cowboys. Tony Pollard, bro. I mean, can this guy just be the starting running back at this point for Dallas, and they can just get rid of Zeke? Because when this guy's on the field, all he does is gets 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Dak plays better when he's got a good running game. So I took Dallas. Will took Dallas. Ethan took Chicago. Me and Will
I swear I thought
picked
I
the
took
same,
Dallas.
and we all have the same points right now. Ethan's still waiting to get a point. Miami Dolphins at the Detroit Lions. Detroit was winning this game. The whole game, they were winning. Miami did another one of those comebacks. So that was disappointing for me. That would have been a big one for me to get, but I didn't get it. Ethan picked Miami, and Will picked Miami. So give Ethan his first point, and Will gets a point for that one. All right.
Wait.
Next game, Arizona, Minnesota. I didn't watch too much of this. All I saw was Minnesota just taking care of business, man.
Mhm.
This team is locked in right now, and they're playing good football. And they won, and we picked them, so everybody gets a point there. And Las Vegas Raiders at the New Orleans Saints. Will took the Vegas Raiders. Ethan took the Vegas Raiders. I took the Saints. And I picked right. Finally, the New Orleans Saints gave me a win, and just in time because I definitely needed some wins here. And this is one of those games where I was glad I picked by myself so I can get a point. And I was feeling really good at this point of the day right here when I saw New Orleans shutting out the Las Vegas Raiders. Are the Raiders done? Did they trade away all their players today? I don't even know.
Didn't they trade away Devontae?
No. But did they make any trades? Did they do anything?
I didn't
today?
hear any news from them.
So what's wrong with them? I mean, they just
I don't know.
they're just scuffling.
Head
Man.
coach, I guess. I don't know.
It's right. It's true. Right. They have a different coach, and I mean, it's the same roster basically, right?
It got better.
Like this is the
They
same
got
team
worse.
this is the same team that went, head to head with Justin Herbert and was like the greatest game last year. And then both of those teams now, the Chargers and them, they're just not the same. They're not those elite teams. Next game, another tough one for me. New York Jets, New England Patriots. Will took the New England Patriots. Zach Wilson threw the game away. And I heard on the radio today, New York radio is just destroying him right now. And they're ready to look for another quarterback. Can you name the last good Jets quarterback?
Joe Flacco.
No. Well, can you name the last one? The last good one?
I mean, Mark Sanchez was there for a while, but I wouldn't consider him good.
They drafted him, right? So he's one they drafted,
Yeah.
right? That's what they're saying. They've missed on quarterbacks being drafted. Like all their quarterbacks that have been successful for them have been like guys that were casted away for a while and came to them. Vinny Testaverde, Chad
That's the
Pennington.
Joe
first game
Flacco.
tonight.
Stop
But I
saying
mean,
just that. We're talking about
they're
before
not-
we go.
Show.
I don't
Go ahead,
think
Will.
we're in the same conversation as the Browns quarterback jersey.
That's true. That's true. The
Browns-
Browns have definitely gone through a lot more than they have. Sanchez was good. Sanchez was perfect for what Rex Ryan was trying to do up there. I mean, he went to the AFC Championship game, 2 years, 3 years in a row? Like, they were obviously doing something good, and then it's just kind of the league shifted. It went from being that defense to you need a quarterback, you need an offense. But he was like the last of that, 2000s, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Baltimore Ravens, like defense wins championships kind of team. And it shifted there in 2011 or whatever it was. You need a quarterback, and we had one that year. Okay, so the New England Patriots, they were handed a victory,
Bailey's.
and the New York Jets definitely wanted that one. And they
Did
couldn't
Bailey
take it.
Zappi play in that game? I think he did.
No, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones started. Yeah, it's Mac Jones' team, man. It's Mac Jones' team until it's not. All right, so Will gets a point. Me and Ethan both picked the Jets. There it is. Next game on the list is the easy one, Philly. Early on, looked like it was going to be a close game, but Philly just flipped the switch and destroyed the Steelers. Easy win for them. We all picked Philly. Everybody gets a point there. Same thing with the next one, Titans and Texans. Titans started Malik Willis. His first start, he threw the ball like 9 or 10 times. That was it. This was all Derrick Henry. Finally, we said, wait, where's Derrick Henry been? There he is. This week he showed, why he's the best running back in football. He literally carried the Tennessee Titans on their back, and the Texans
Man, he's strong.
still scuffling, still looking for anything that can get them a win, but they're not going to – I don't know if they're going to win the rest of the year here. So there we go. Everybody gets a point for the Titans.
She got a point.
Probably the second best game of the week. Commanders at the Colts. This was Ethan's Factor Fiction right here. So, Ethan, your Factor Fiction was Jonathan Taylor would touch the ball 20 times this week. He touched the ball 16 times. 16 rushes. No pass attempts to him. And that was it. So, he touched the ball 16 times. Wasn't enough because the Washington Commanders go into Indy and get their second win in a row? Second win? Third win? I'll put it in the video.
Oh, good for you.
Either way, they're on a win streak. Where's this team coming from? Taylor Heineke lead them to the promised land. You picked the Colts, though. And they lost. Ethan doesn't get a point. Will and I both get points there.
Why do I have like 4 points?
Next game, 49ers at the Rams. Will and I both picked San Francisco. Ethan picked the Rams. The 49ers took care of business. I didn't really see any of this game.
Yeah.
What, did you see any of this game?
I didn't. I honestly didn't watch any football.
I don't even know what the score was. I'm not even going to talk about it. All I know is, hey, San Fran won. The Rams lost.
I was actually
It
in
was a
the
lot.
car when this game started, and it was like back to back to
was
back
like
to back touchdowns. One team,
30
then the next
something to
team,
20
then the next
something.
team, and then I guess the 49ers just pulled away in the second half. I guess.
There you go.
But how many touchdown passes did Matt Stafford throw?
That's what I was looking up right now. Here we go. Scores. Matt Stafford. Stop.
Oh, they only scored 14 points.
Okay.
They only scored 14 points. And how many of them were
One touchdown.
over under for Matt Stafford? 1 touchdown. And there it is. Oh, he ran one in, though. Does that count?
No, doesn't
No,
count.
doesn't count. Russian doesn't count.
FanDuel passing touchdowns.
16-yard pass to Cooper Kupp. There you go. Oh, you know what? Now I do remember this game. Christian McCaffrey did something no one's
Oh,
done
yeah,
in a
he
long
threw-
time. Threw a touchdown
Oh,
pass,
yeah. I heard.
ran one in, and caught
Caught
one.
one.
So the 49ers, they're rolling. I think they're pretty good. Hey, in the NFC right now, they're up there with the Eagles, right? So There you go. All right, the shocker of the day. The New York Giants going to Seattle. East Coast to West Coast. Is that a thing? Maybe it is because the Giants get their second loss of the season to Geno Smith, old man Pete Carroll, and the Seattle Seahawks, taking care of business and getting a win, knocking off the G-men. All of us picked them, and none of us get a point. There you go. The opposite of that coin now, a game that really went the way it was supposed to go. Green Bay Packers at the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo, man, they look good. Even when they look bad. the other team plays even worse, and that's what happened with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers throwing 1-2 picks in this game. They finally got some mojo going at the end, but it was too little, too late, and Buffalo was able to win and seal the deal at the end with a onside kick recovery.
I think I should get an extra half point for this game because I did say if you give me the 11 points, I'll take the Packers.
And you would have won. You would have got it. You would have got it. Yeah, it would. And hey, the way you still both would have got a point though. So
but I got a point and a half because I picked Buffalo and I got the.
Oh man. If you look at the scores right now, it comes down to Monday Night Football. Will's either going to get his 4th win in a row, or we're going to tie this week and end the streak. So I had Cleveland. Ethan and Will both picked Cincinnati. Honestly, I was up. I was watching the beginning of this game. I got this awesome picture of the Browns fan. And I made the joke. I said, look, this Browns fan forgot his costume. Like, this is just like what they look like all the time. Oh, you can't see it because of the background. I'll just put it up on the screen later. Anyway, he's a clown. And the Browns, I thought the Browns were going to be clowns in this game, but guess what? I woke up. I fell asleep first quarter, woke up third quarter, 24-0. Cleveland was winning. And then they ended up winning the game. Jamar Chase is really that much of a factor for the Bengals?
I guess.
I mean, without him, you think the Bengals are going to do anything for 4 weeks?
Wait, Angelo, does that mean I have to do rock, paper, scissors against Gerber, see who wins?
Oh, man, that's right. Man. That's tough, man. Rock, paper, scissors.
Wait. I'll pick a number 1 through 10 and you have to guess it. Whoever's closest wins.
You got to write it down then.
Okay.
Uh,
I have the paper right here.
you got paper? You got a pen?
I got it.
I write it down. I won't look. I promise. I'm not looking.
1 through 10.
So wait, it's closest, just closest to the number?
No, 1 through 20 then.
Okay, 1 through 20. That's better. Yeah, 1 through 20. Okay.
Let me
Okay.
pick my number.
All right, I'm on some like wavelength right now with my stepson here, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this. All right, well, you pick first. Go ahead.
I'll take 11.
8.
Gerber's closest. It was 18.
Oh my gosh, man.
18.
Say something, Will.
Say something.
Yeah, there you go. There's your winner. Jeez Louise. Oh my god.
Look,
That's
18.
not even cool, man.
18. I can write it better for you.
18. I thought you always pick 8.
I know. I was gonna pick 8, but then I said 1 through. Look, you can see my erased 8.
See, this is stepson.
I erased my 8, so I said 18.
Stepson. Okay. Will, your fact or fiction? You nailed it. You said Lamar would throw over 200 passing yards. He did 230 something yards, 238. So there you go. Got that. And he got most of that in the second half. So, man, if he actually, plays good football the whole game, guy could be throwing over 400 yards a game.
They'd be fine.
MVP stuff, you know what I mean?
Okay, Angela.
All right. So,
I have fact-
on a roll, man. Fact or fiction and the win streak of the picks because of the bogus 1 through 20. All right. Ethan's got fact or fiction. Listen up. Time to play
Okay.
everyone's favorite Tuesday night game. Hold on. I got to take the screen off. Time to play everyone's favorite game. Fact or fiction.
Will, your fact or fiction will be the Saints will stop Lamar's offense and the offensive line and get 3 sacks.
Whoa, the Saints are going to get 3 sacks. Lamar's been getting sacked a lot this year, man.
Yeah.
That's a good one. What do you think? Fact or fiction?
They'll get 3 sacks for sure.
Wow, fact.
Yeah?
The Saints will get 3 sacks.
Okay,
All right.
here's my fact or fiction.
All right, Ethan. Your fact or fiction. Tennessee Titans 5-2. A quiet 5-2. They started 0-2, another 5-2, won 5 in a row. Versus the Kansas City Chiefs. They will score more than 46 points combined on Sunday Night Football.
I feel like it's fiction, but I'm going to say fact.
So, fact, they're going to score more than 46 points combined.
So what scores have to be?
Like 24, 23 would be 40, 47 points.
I think the Chiefs might score 30 and they might score 10 or something.
Okay.
Just by the second.
So, more than 46 points. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. Tuesday reactions are in. Will wins 4 in a row. Try better next week. Tomorrow night, try better and see if we can knock Will off the top here. He's on a roll right now. Ties don't count. So, sounds good to me, right? You good? Ethan's the host tomorrow night. See how he
What I
does.
wanted to do is when I wanted to
And we'll send it off here. I'm Angelo.
I'm
that's
Rich
Ethan.
Ethan.
That's Will.
Bye, everybody.
Dun, 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 dun.